So here's my example 2 using a 5-number summary, and you should have done a draw it before you got to this video, and this is your video to check your solution to your draw it. So I can see that I've got numbers listed here. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 numbers. Okay, so first I'm going to put them in order from least to greatest. Let me do this really quickly here. And you can double check yourself. You should have probably done this on paper because I think it's just easier than trying to do it all on the draw slide. Let me just double check and make sure I've got 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. So my minimum number is 1. And my maximum number down here at the high end is 23. Those are always the first 2 I fill in because they're the easiest ones to find. When I find my remember my quartile 2 is my median. That's the guy in the middle. So I'm going to start and I'm going to count my way in and count my way in and count my way in and count my way in. And I end up with halfway between 12 and 14. Well, I really don't need to do any math for that. In order to find halfway between 12 and 13, that's the number 13. If I wanted to do it mathematically, I could certainly add 12 and 14, and I would get 26. And when I divide 26 by 2, I get the number 13. So that's another way to find it, okay? So 13 is my median. Now I want to find that lower quartile. Now remember, because my median is sitting right here, I'm going to include all of these numbers. So here comes my lower quartile. So I start here, I count in, and I count in. And when I do that, I end up with the numbers 9 and 10. Halfway between 9 and 10 is my quartile 1 value of 9. I'm sorry, halfway between 8 and 10. Now I'm going to find my quartile 3. I'm going to include that 14. I'm going to start here. I'm going to count in. I'm going to count in. I've got halfway between 19 and 20, which is 19 and a half or 19.5. So my quartile 3 number is 19 and a half or 19.5. So this is the solution to your 5-number summary for your draw it for example 2. So these first 2 videos were just a quick review, and now we're going to do the new stuff with it. Now we're going to take a list of numbers and we're going to make them into a box and whisker plot.